Well, hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Today, it is episode 6 of Talk Time, and we have got our amazing guest here with us today, MaddMilliner, or as I like to say,
Hello.
Mads. So, Mads, hello, Johnny. How are you doing? Mads, would you like to just give a little bit of a description about yourself and what you do on your streams and all that fun stuff? And while you're doing that, I shall get that done. There we go.
Yeah. So, hi. I'm Mad or Maddie. They them pronouns, and I'm a British weirdo. Um, variety streamer and make videos over on YouTube as well. Getting back into the shorts game at the moment, so pretty much anything that you enjoy, you'll probably find something. We do horror, um, Fable. We're going to be starting Fable 2 very soon, which I'm very excited about. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, find me in the places.
Yeah, so obviously, as you all know, Talk Time is all about our guest, and we are going to be asking our wonderful guest Mads a bunch of questions that you've asked in both my Discord and in Mads Discord. And there is a pin up on the top of the chat where if you want to ask any questions during the stream, you're more than welcome to do that by pressing the highlight my message button and asking any questions that you want. Hey Dragon, hope you're doing well. Welcome in. So, we are going to get straight into it. We are going to start from my Discord because we haven't got very many questions in my Discord. So, the very first question is what game slash console got you into gaming?
All right, cool. Why am I nervous? Um, I don't know if you can count it as a console, but honestly, PC. The fact that we had like a PC that we could all use in the family, and I never really had many consoles. Like growing up, my sister eventually bought a PS2, and like I basically the only thing I played on that was the Lord of the Rings game and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
That's fair.
But other than that, like getting access to that like family computer and like getting the Sims Double Deluxe, that was like my shit when I was like 13. I was like, okay, cool. Games are fun, and yeah, play that like The Sims forever, and it was like just knowing how many games you could get on PC. And the second like I discovered Steam, it was like fantastic. So yeah, no, never
Right.
really much of a console. Like we had a couple of games on console, and like we did like Mario Kart Double Dash, and
Yeah,
yeah, that
usual
was
childhood growing yuppie games.
yeah, yeah, the traditional kind of ones. But yeah, actually like getting into like gaming itself was definitely like getting that access to that PC was like life changing. Like, damn, that's so many games.
Double Dash the goat.
hmm I tried to find a copy of that at one point, and it was like 60, 70 quid, and I'm like, it's so
Ooh,
expensive.
yeah, that is expensive, especially for an old school game. You know,
hmm
I mean, I get it. You know that it's a retro game. A lot of people will be wanting it for collector's editions and stuff. So I get it, but still, that's a lot of money to be paying for a game.
Yeah.
Next question, which is from Johnny Rebeck. Woo, cake. Gotta love cake. Okay, next question from Johnny. What was your very first foray into making YouTube content? What made you do it?
Ooh, I okay. I think I can remember my first video, and it probably didn't do very well. And I remember how, like, I can still hear the tremble in my voice when I was like, "Hey guys, so I'm making a YouTube video." You know, like the very first time you ever did it. But it was I was getting into The Sims. I was like, it was the game that I started with gaming. It was when I discovered YouTube for the first time, like actually outside of just I need a tutorial. I was like, actually watching content on YouTube was
Yeah,
doing The Sims. So for me, it was like, okay, that was how I got onto that side of the internet. So I was like, I love writing stories, and I'm gonna make a story. So it was the Zodiac Legacy. If anybody ever watched it in new Astrid Andromeda, dang. That Chica was very cool. I very, like was in love with that series, but Sims did what the Sims does.
Yeah, Sims do be doing Sims.
Oh well, technically EA be doing EA, but
Yeah, yeah,
that's
well,
just
yeah.
conversation for another day. But yeah, so I think that was the first thing actually was yeah starting with that series, and it was like that very first introduction of being like I in fear of getting too deep. I apologize, but like I
That's
was
fine.
not in a good place mentally when I like discovered YouTube and Twitch, and it was like it was when I'd moved all of my life, I'd uprooted my entire life, and was like I need something to do, and discovered YouTube, was watching that kind of
Mm,
stuff. I ended up on Twitch through learning about YouTube. Ended up finding my friends that you like the friends I know now that I've known for 6+ years and stuff was from
mm.
discovering all that. So it was that thing of this is what got me out of a difficult place and brought me joy. It would be cool if I could bring that same joy to other people whilst also still playing a game
Which you
that
do. There's
I
been plenty
love.
of times I've sat there and laughed at you when you've done something stupid on a game.
Which happens very often. Yep, yep.
Same here. Internet is great. It is. Internet's great for all of it. You know, like just discovering people. I mean, like I wouldn't have met a lot of the people that I know today if it wasn't for streaming and you know watching YouTube and stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
it's honestly a platform that just took off. You know.
hmm And honestly, one of the other first things I did, um, was like it wasn't the first thing, but it was one of the first like gameplay series I did was Ghost at Dawn,
Mm.
which is how I met Johnny and how through Johnny I met everybody else in this awesome community. So, it's funny how like one little thing of going, I'm sad, I'm gonna watch someone play my favorite game turned into, hey, look, I found my best friends on the internet. Like
Right.
it's awesome snowball effect.
Right. Especially like when you're playing headliners and you're getting flung by a trampoline by a certain somebody. We're not going to mention.
Yep. 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 I may or may not have a little video on that coming up very soon.
Ooh. Spoilers.
Well, it's only a spoiler if you don't follow me on YouTube. I'm joking, but also please do.
Okay, next question. How many games are currently on your wish list? This is another question by Johnny.
um, I guess the question I need to ask is, at what point will it be something that you can judge me for? Well, I
That
open
that is a question
Steam
for you,
and I'm
Johnny.
scared.
Because I don't judge anybody. Because I can't say nothing. I've got like 400 plus games on PlayStation, 400 plus games on Xbox, and I'm
Oh my
slowly building
goodness,
my collection on Steam. So I mean, I can't
I'm
say
so
nothing.
scared. I added new games the other day as well because I was looking for fishing games for the fishing stream. So I've actually added. Ooh, um, we're not quite on 1,000 yet. I have 976 games on my wish list right now.
Not bad. Not bad, I mean.
That's not bad.
Not bad at
Could
all.
do better.
That's great.
Yeah. Supporting
Okay.
games at indies, exactly. And that's the thing. I think that's how
Mm.
a lot of games end up on my wish list. Is someone's like, hey, like this is going to be released soon, and I really would like the wish list to be able to help me get the numbers and get it pushed up in Steam. So
Mm.
I hit wish list, I forget about it, and then like a year later, somebody will send me a link, and it stopped even being funny at this point. It happens all the time. Of here's a link. Oh, I heard about this game. I thought you might like, and I'm like, oh, cool. I've never heard of this, and I open it up on your wish list
Yeah.
already. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well.
Like obviously like last month, you know, I was like, oh, we should try this game out, Frog Squad. You know, it was just a blast. You know,
Hmm.
you know. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that you know I saw her and I'm just like, guys, we should try this. Just get a group together and try it out. They were great. You know, and if nobody can afford it when it comes out, I'm buying everybody it. I don't care. Just like
Yeah,
right,
we've
one for
got to
you,
do more
one
like
for
that.
you, one for you.
The funny thing is, with having so much on my wish list, no joke, I get at least 10 emails a day from Steam going, this game on your wish list is on sale. Like, I know everything's on sale all the time. Like, I have almost 1,000 games. You can stop it. Fine.
No, that's totally fair. That I mean, I don't even know how many I've got on my wish list. I'll have to check at some point. I've not really looked. I don't think it's many at the moment. Because I've not really. Believe it or not, I've only been on my piece. I've only been PC gaming officially since last year. You know,
I mean, you
You
said you have like 400. That's not bad. That's not bad.
you know, it's pretty good for me. Actually, no, that's actually pretty bad. You know, especially when especially if you're like me and you just sit there and you calculate the amount of money that you spent on games. You know, it's
Oh,
like, oh
I
god.
don't want to know how much money I spent on The Sims over the years. Let's not go there. I could probably buy a house.
Okay, a question from my brother, which I wasn't expecting, to be fair, but he did ask a question. He goes, "What is one game for when you was a kid you wish would be remastered?"
Ooh.
What? See, this is the problem, Abin. You saw that I ran an ad, and it's doing an ad break again.
It's gonna run an ad break.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Of
understand
course
it.
it will because it's Twitch. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah,
it does that. I feel like the ads are broken.
yeah. I'll have to look into it and see what's going on there.
See, that's a really hard question, honestly, because there wasn't a lot of games that I played growing up. Um, I feel like and this might be a little bit of a cop out. Um, but I've got like a twofold answer. One's better than the other one. But the Bioshock was remastered, but I feel like every time I play it, it always breaks catastrophically, and then I have to start from the beginning. There's like one major bug that breaks the game, like when you do the photography section, and it's like it's near enough the beginning that it's like only a couple of hours of gameplay in, but you get to it, and if you don't have a backup save that you can revert to, you're just screwed and you have to start again. So can we remaster Bioshock again, but have it actually work this time? That would be great.
Well, at this point, you probably just say a remake.
Yeah, possibly.
You know, a
even at that
remake,
point,
because with the remake, they can actually flush out all those problems, can't they? You know.
But the other one though is I would love to see them bring the other Fable games to the PC. Like,
Yeah, I'd love that because
I know that they've got like emulators and stuff, but like it's not quite the same. Just like I want them as a proper PC.
Yeah,
version.
that's one thing that I'd love because, like, you know, like people that pay for like PC pass and stuff like that. You know, it'd be easy to just stick it on there and it's sorted. You know, easy peasy, lemon squeezer.
Yeah, I mean they did it with Fable Anniversary. Like,
Yeah.
at this point, I feel like they've got the technology to do it with the 2 and 3 as well, and like that would make me very happy. You'd get a lot of money from me.
They really would.
Publishers,
Yeah,
whoever.
if you're watching, do it.
Give me more Fable content.
Okay, next question, which is also from Johnny. You play a lot of horror. What game has scared you the most? Manifesting.
Manifest. Yeah, I had to think about this one quite a lot. Like, I admit I cheated and I looked at the questions beforehand because I said to you before we started, like, I forget all of the games that have ever existed. But I thought back to like all the different stuff I was moving from my YouTubes over to the horror channel and was like, okay, what were some of the earlier horrors that I played? And I remembered Limerick Cadence Mansion. That, oh, dude, that little marionette in his bumper car made me like I squealed. Like, I'm not even joking. If you go back and watch that, it was like now I'm all yell when I get scared. That was the proper like "Ah!" Like the sound that came out of me was unreal. Like, so yeah, I've played a lot of really, really good horror games, and some of them are super good at tension and really good at making me just feel stressed. But I remember when I was playing, that was like the very first horror game I'd ever done for content, and it was a Steam Next Fest first game I played on my own in the dark in the middle of like hay fever season. So I was already a bit of a mess, and yeah, no, I just remember going through that, and my heart was like pounding the entire time. So yeah, it's got to be that little.
Johnny, do you think we
guy.
should get Mads to play Cloud?
I don't think I know that.
No, it's one that I actually streamed, and Johnny absolutely shit me up on a couple of parts of it. Literally, I'm going through it, and all of a sudden, I hear one of my sounds go off because Johnny was, pressing buttons like he does, and I absolutely shit myself. Yeah, the Dino one.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I have a couple of moments from games which I remember a particular moment or a particular thing that really scared me. But like full game wise, definitely Limerick. But I still remember when the first time when I played Bioshock and I discovered the Houdini splicer. Oh my god, I remember that being the moment. You're like going through a maze and like you have to go up to like a really small dead end and there's a table. You look down at the stuff, like whatever, well, this is weird maze, everything's covered in blood, that's totally normal. And as you look back up at the wall, there's a shadow, like someone's behind you. And I turned around and there was just a guy there, and he just went and disappeared. And I remember that moment. I had to give my controller to my sister and was like, "Can you play for me? I need to go and like change." It was a bad moment.
No, that's totally fair, to be honest. Okay, next question, which is from myself, and we are already on to the Tea Party channel Discord, which is Matt's Discord, by the way, guys, if you didn't know.
If anyone does want to get in that Discord, let me know. I'll send an invite, but you don't have to.
But the next one is from myself. As a creator, what tool, when I can actually speak, what tool would you love to have that you don't currently have if you had unlimited money?
Yeah, see, I know the answer to this, and I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna use the word tool for this because I'm gonna say it's a human being. I would love an editor. Honestly, if I could
That's
afford
totally
to
fair.
pay an editor,
Just get
that would
Johnny.
be
Johnny will be fine.
literally life changing.
Just get Johnny. Johnny will be fine for that. You know,
Johnny, I don't have money, but I can pay you in, I don't know, I'll send you snacks like, every now and then. But yeah, no, like, I've got a really good monitor. I've got a fantastic PC. I'm in the market for a new camera and like a couple of camera stands, but that's not going to be too bad. Just so we can do like some art streams and stuff, and that would just be a nice thing to have, but not an essential. But yeah, no, if I could afford to pay somebody to like be like, here's all of my footage, please make a cool video out of this for me, that would be.
See, if I were good at
enormous.
all that stuff, you know, I'd be like, I'll do it for you. You know, no charge at all. I'll do it for you. But I'm not good at that stuff. It's why I still need to do a lot of my stuff because I've got no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Whereas Johnny's
And
actually
that's
got
the thing, yeah, it's
Johnny's
so
got some
hard.
brain cells to be able to do stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, and like, I'm like completely like self-taught in all this stuff. Like I learned
Oh, yeah, you learn things as you go.
because I wanted to make stuff, and it's nothing fantastic, but it's mine, and I love that. But at the same time, it's like it's so exhausting. I hate doing shorts, but having to do shorts to get people in, and then also doing videos, and I'm split into 3 or 4 separate channels now. So
It's a
I've
lot.
got
It's a lot of
Minecraft
work.
and horror and
you know.
non-horror, and then I'm streaming, and then I want to edit the VODs, and like if I could just hand off the editing side to someone and be like, I can actually afford to pay you like the right amount of money, because
No, that's
I would want to properly pay.
That's totally fair. I mean,
editor.
like obviously, like us streamers, right? People that are watching us, they don't see the side you know, we're always working behind the scenes, whether it's, you know, upgrading us channels, whether it's, you know, editing Discords, whether it's, you know, updating and editing videos, or, you know, stuff like that. So people don't see all that
like
side of it.
networking, doing all that stuff, right? Yeah.
You know, and that's something that you know, if people have to understand is, you know, when somebody's like, you know, I would like to have an editor. It's nothing bad about, you know, yourself being lazy or anything like that, because you know what some people are like, they're just like that. It's nothing like that. It's just, you know, sometimes you just want that extra bit of time to be able to focus on something that's a little bit more important.
Yeah, 'cause
You
that's
know,
the thing. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
some like I'll say quote unquote lucky enough that I don't work at the moment, so I can spend all of my time on content. But there are some people that do this whilst also doing like a full-time job and families and houses to take care of and pets. So there's that whole other side of it. You've got the normal life, and then you've got the content, and there's just not enough time sometimes to do everything. But if it's like, hey,
Right.
I'll film the content, hand it to you, you can then spend your work hours doing the editing, and I'm gonna go walk my dog, you know. Like that kind of like having that little extra bit of time on my hands and giving somebody the work and being able to pay them for that, like honestly,
Yeah.
that would
Yeah.
be
It would
life-changing
definitely
if I had a good
definitely be life changing, you know, and I totally understand that, because like myself, I don't know how to do all this stuff, you know, so having somebody that knows how to do that stuff is always useful. You know, like if I've got a question, I generally go to Johnny, because Johnny knows somewhat, you know, what I'm asking for the most part.
Yeah, May's my go-to, especially for YouTube. Like she's been doing it for years. She's a master at it, and I'm like, May, how do I do this thing?
And like for the birthday video that I got edited for Johnny, I went to small point for that, because like I said, I don't know how to do all that stuff. I don't know how to splice, you know, videos together and stuff. And I was like, oh wait, I need your help. I need your help with this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, a last minute thing, by the way. It was just often on the nose, just a last minute thing. Like, I want to do this. Do you think we could? Do you think we could do this poet? And she's like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
She's like, do it.
It's like, hey, I know you've got like absolutely no notice, but here's a bunch of videos. Please, thank you. It came out really good though. Like,
It really did.
it was also
But that's
that
good.
is true, Johnny. Yeah.
It is. That is true. So much of content creation is having friends and helping each other. It's a great support network, and also like when you do co-streams with each other, and that's also part of that as well, and it's great because you get to experience these moments with friends, like as you can see above Madd's head right now. There are times when you and Kath and whoever else is in there, and they're all playing headliners with you. And myself now that I've got the game as well every so often when I'm not passed out. Okay, next question. The next question is from Small Poet, speaking of the devil, and she's put 4 of them in here. The first question is, who is your video game crush?
Of course, it would be Poet that asked that one.
I mean, I was expecting it at some point. Somebody always does it. Someone always asks.
Yeah. Okay, it has to be like, I think that like whenever I think about this, like there's no shadow of a doubt, no one comes close to the power throuple in Bad Summer. Ollie, Kai, and Ebony, aka of the Pika. Let's just say that it's a very good visual novel. I definitely suggest going and checking it out. But there is a not safe for work mode that is very not safe for work. And yeah, no, that's Kai is like, he just got this kind of energy that's like the cheeky kind of like always kind of making a joke kind of thing, and Ollie is like very much the like, I am such a staunch detective that hasn't had a relationship in 10,000 years kind of energy, and they bounce off each other so well. And then you just add in the Pika's just hot. I'm just gonna say it, the Pika's just hot. So
that's totally
you put
fair.
the 3 of them together, and it's like you can't get a better thruple at that way.
That's totally fair, to be honest. Okay, next question from Poet. What game could you play for hours and hours and never get tired of? I think I already know the answer to this question.
I feel like I know the answer to it as well, but I'm like trying to give a different answer for the sake of it. Like, I won't say the Dead because I love that game and I'll keep going back to it, but there are times where I will just be like, I'm angry at the bots, I hate you, get off my screen, and I'll just close it down. So that one like makes me angry. But Fable, I think it has to be Fable. Hi, Poet, for answering your question.
Oh no, Poet! You just missed your first question, the crush question.
You're not late. You arrived precisely when you meant to.
Yes, after Matt answered the question of who there. I can't speak. Who your video game crushes?
Which I will, if you miss
something. You know what I'm going to do, Mads? You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah. I'm
going to make sure that for Poet, she's going to have a Nadine bun.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that working.
Goodness.
So yeah, in terms of games I can play like over and over, like Fable will never get old. Or like honestly, that's probably another answer I could give for that. But it's like dependent, right? Like I can get really sucked into a simulator game. Like, give me like a game like Gas Station Simulator with like 101 achievements, and give me like 40 to 60 hours, and I will smash that out, and I'll be obsessed with it. And then I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm over it now, and then I'll find the next one. And like, simulator games are amazing, but in terms of ones I've played like over and over the years, like I will always come back to Fable. That's Albion is my home. Sim games are super addicting. Yeah, there's something about like I hate doing manual in real life. No, you're all good.
Sorry, yes. So I just got a new wheelbase. So I just upgraded my wheelbase to a better one, and this is what my old one was. Right, this is how into truck simulators I am. You know,
That thing looks heavy.
it's rather light. The new one's a bit more heavy, of course, but that's because there's a lot more into it because it's like that much bigger. But yeah, so like there's that, and then just above my head on my cupboard, there's another steering wheel, and then I've got another steering wheel over there, and there's loads. I've got loads. I've got loads of stuff. I've gone through so many wheels just because I enjoy trucking that much.
I mean, if you enjoy it, right? That's like some.
So I get it. I totally get the simulator thing. It being addicting, you know.
Like I won't mow my lawn in real life, but give me like an hour and a half to mow a fake lawn.
Yeah, lawn mowing simulator. You know, there is that. Okay, there's a question in chat from Small Poet. Is there a food from a video game that you would devour if you were presented with it?
Oh God, I can't. I'm trying to think of any game that has food in it now.
Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy 15.
This is where we find out that I have played the most obscure games and never played any of the classics. Like, no, never played Final Fantasy, never played Monster Hunter. Minecraft food. I mean, I guess maybe, but I would hate it if that sound. Like, if you actually ate Minecraft food, like in real life, and it made that crunching sound, like, no, I will never eat again. I hate that sound. I don't know. I mean, I guess I've never played it, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna guess a game like Soba or something like that, which is like a cooking game. Like there's probably some really good games like dedicated to cooking that have like really good like. There's something about like old school like Disney and Pixar movies that food always looked really good. And like Ghibli food. Like if there's a game that's got anything like that, come out and say cook. Yeah, basically.
Come out and say cooking, mama. Oh, I love that one. Or cooking simulator. But no, for me it'd be any of the Monster Hunters from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate all the way up to Wild, because I'm sorry, but every single time I play them games I'm always hungry. Because obviously
I do have actually. Sorry, carry on. I've just
okay. That's okay. Go on.
I was just gonna say I don't know if you can technically count it as a video game, but it was a text-based Dungeons and Dragons kind of game that I used to play online. And there was in the Empath Guild, there was you can go back if you worked there, and there was like different food that would rotate depending on which day you logged into the game. And I just remembered there was like I invented the way to make this in real life, but they had something that was called a coconut cloud cake. And it was like described as this like 3-tiered, really light, sort of whip the batter so it was like really light, covered in like desiccated coconut and white chocolate. And I'm like, this sounds like heavenly, and I tried to make it in real life. So I think I'll go with that because it's technically a game, right?
Well, I mean, if you played it on a computer, then yes.
I did.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna go with that one.
You know, because before like the games of see these days, before all of this, there was games that literally were all about typing and doing your actions through typing. So and I know this because I can't remember what game it was, but the one that I used to play, and then I got bored of it because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do now. Okay, next question from Poet. If you were stranded with only one console to choose from, but you had access to any game you wanted from that console, what would you choose?
Okay, I have to ask a question before I can answer this question. Is the newest PlayStation compatible like with older games? Because I've never had besides that one very small occasion I borrowed my sister's PlayStation, I've never had that. And I know there's PlayStation exclusive games that I've never been able to play. So.
Yes, if you own the PlayStation Plus, whatever the hell it's called, the highest tier one of the PlayStation Plus. And you can also play some PS4 games.
Yeah, I think that would have to be it. Then I'd have to pick some kind of one of the PlayStation consoles, and I'll say one of because I don't know, I don't know the PlayStations very well at all. But yeah, I know there's a lot of games that were like PlayStation exclusive that I think would be like I would like to get my hands on some like that I've just never had a chance to
That's
play
fair.
before.
Yeah,
It'd be cool to get like
one
a whole
game
new
that I think
library.
one of the games I think you'd enjoy is the Infamous games.
Mm. Yeah,
Because
that's a
it's
title that I've definitely like I've heard of, and I think I've heard
yeah,
people say good things about.
because that one it's a bit like Fable where you can choose to be good or evil and quite fun games.
Yeah,
You know what it
backwards
is? I've,
compatible. Thank you, Johnny. And there was a phrase for it, and I couldn't think of what the phrase was. That's the one.
yeah, compatible. compatible.
Compatible.
compatible. Okay, next question. before we get into a thing there.
I did tell you before we started I waffle a lot. So.
It's totally fine. So do I. Don't worry. When I'm get going, I'm especially when I'm tired. If I'm tired, I'll never shut up. Okay. Next question from Poet. What influenced you to start streaming?
I think it would be a combination of the reason why I started YouTube and like that feeling of like when you like were growing up and you were sat with like a friend or a sibling or something, and it was just like watching somebody else play and being like the like main memory I think of when I think of this is that my sister played through Kingdom Hearts, and I was the designated walkthrough person, and I was sat there with a laptop with the walkthrough, and I would just scroll and scroll, and if it got to a point where she was like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm like, don't worry, I've got you, and I'll be in the exact right spot, and just enjoying watching her play games, and then occasionally getting to play the games with her and stuff like that was like that feeling of like I can do that with stream kind of is I can play the game and you can watch me, and I didn't really think of like collabs at that time when I started. It was more
Gosh.
just that feeling of sitting around like the computer or the TV and playing games, or like one person would be playing a game and everybody else would just be watching and chatting about it, and I'm like
Mm.
getting that same kind of feeling, but also being able to go, this is my version of that, and people might want to watch me play games, even if it's just my friends. Then like
Mm.
we can hang out as friends, and that's kind of the whole point of it. So it's like, yeah, just wanting to kind of get into that. I think get that kind of energy.
I get that. I really, really do. Next question. If you could make any game, and this is from me by the way, if you could make any game and you had unlimited resources, what kind of game would you make and why?
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and I still don't really know my answer, but I'll have to think about it. But I think I love to cry, and I love a story that can like move me for stuff. Like I'm such an emotional person. I'm like I love something that can be like it might have lots of different aspects to it, but like something that can make me feel something. So I think a walking sim is really good for that thing,
Mm.
and like maybe with some kind of horror elements, but without that being the main point. Because I don't think I would want to make something that's going to scare people, but something that like if it's in like right in that moment to be like you need to feel fear to understand the
Mm.
rest of this. Let's have a little moment of that kind of thing. But definitely like walking sims I think are really good for story based stuff.
Yeah.
And I love a good story. Like I am trying to write some stories in my real life. So if I could turn any of that stuff into a game, that would be cool. Just being like, hey, here's the concept, and we're just gonna kind of walk you through it. But like, there'd be no puzzles because I'm not smart enough at puzzles. Like, don't worry, you don't have to like solve a puzzle in order to save the cheerleader. Like, we'll be fine on that one.
That's totally fair, to be honest. Okay, Johnny's asked a question in chat. What game has had your favourite achievements and made you want to get them all?
Hmm. I'm trying to think of like which games I have 100%ed, which to be honest isn't many, but um I've 100%ed Gas Station Sim, and I think I like that one because there's lots of weird little secret things you can do, but it's also a lot of just play the game and you get them, and that's cool. But
Yeah,
I do like
there's a game
that.
called Mayor or something Mayor, and you just tap the Mayor, and you get all the achievements for it. It's like, oh my god, that's just so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's like just like you booted up the game. Congratulations. Like
Right,
you
I
left the
didn't even
game.
do nothing.
There you go. But yeah, otherwise I do like the Fable achievements, and I'm sorry I'm gonna mention the game a lot today. I love it, but like
Absolutely nothing
even
wrong
just
with
the way
that.
they describe it of being like they don't just tell you like you get an achievement for doing this thing necessarily. It has like a funny name. I have Steam open if I just kind of go to it real fast. Go to the achievements and just pick one. So, like the open all the demon doors. It says underneath like how you have to do it, but the achievement's called "Open Sesame Middle Finger," and I love that it's like got these different like names and jokes, and there's so many silly references in the names of the achievement. And I think I
Sorry, I
love that
forgot to
sort of
turn my
stuff that has all these like weird
turn my
names to
phone
it.
vibrate. Just that real quickly before it goes off
Like
like
one of them
constantly.
is called Ass Creed because you have to kill someone dressed as an assassin. It says, "Be silent but deadly and fart in an assassin outfit, and you get Ass Creed." And I'm like, it's just such a good reference, with also the hilarity of doing something like farting in a certain outfit. Like, you get like the really serious stuff from completing the story, and then the really silly stuff. So yeah, love those. It's gonna make me sad I won't be able to get the Fable 2 or 3 achievements because of the emulator, but
Maybe sometime in
time.
future. You never know. You never know.
Really, really pleading for the Fable remaster.
Right. Okay. Right. So let me just have a look at this because I just want to make sure. I don't know if this is. I don't know if like this is like an entire question or if like it's parts of the same question. But this is from Mitchan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I do apologize.
Yeah,
Apologize if
mention,
I'm
yeah.
not. Said, what specifically about the genre of games you play, horror I guess in brackets, makes the genre for you? And then it continues, what aspects of horror games draws you the most? And then and a fun extra, which I'll do that extra bit afterwards. So okay, so what specifically about the genre of games you play, horror I guess, makes it the genre for you? What aspects of horror games draws you the most?
I think the fact that it's like I have never been an adrenaline junkie. Like I would never jump out of a plane or any of that kind of stuff. But I love that I can get like a little bit of like a thrill in the adrenaline from a horror game. And I think that's what I love is like it's low consequence but high excitement, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
if I jump out of a plane and the parachute fails, like I'm splatting and I'm never seeing another day of my life. But if something scares me and I scream, the worst that's going to happen is that's on the internet forever now. So,
I like how you say that. The clip of your head's just going crazy. Above your head's going crazy.
oh god, it's the face hugger. Yeah, that's perfect timing for that. Like, yes, I would never go out and actually get my face hugged in real life by an infected parasite, but do it in a video game, and yeah, like it's just you get like that kind of thrill of being like I'm tense and I'm anxious and things are scary, but like at the end of it, if it gets too much, I can just turn it off.
Yeah, which is absolutely fair. You know, because I would never have my face hooked in real life.
Just make that a quote.
Yeah, make sure to copy it and put it as a quote in Matt's stream. Okay, so the next part of Michan's question, and a fun extra: if you had to pick one game you've played on stream to get trapped in for the rest of your life / eternity, which would you pick and why?
I had to pick one to get trapped in.
And then also bonus points if you don't give an easy answer like Minecraft. Lol.
yeah. It's another one. I'm not allowed to say Fable. I got it.
Yep.
I think because I think it would be really, really fun. Tail Warden. I think would be so cool because it's got like everybody from like everyone falls from a different kind of planet and all ends up in a place full of misfits that are all just vibing and living their life. And exactly, John, everyone is hot, and that's the thing. There's not an unattractive person. So you know you've got like robots and horse girls and storms made of like there's a bird that's made of a storm. It's just such a cool world. and everyone's a badass. So I feel like if I got there, I'd be surrounded by badasses, and I would probably feel pretty good myself, being like, "Hey, we're all weird and misfits here, so everybody belongs." I think that's the vibe I'd go for.
Sorry, drinking some water.
Oh yeah, hydrate.
Good idea.
If you have a drink, chat, hydrate. It's hot today.
It is very, very hot, so make sure it's a drink. It's showing on my PC that it's 30 degrees Celsius. I don't believe my PC because it's my PC. But, you know, and if I look at my phone, oh god, that's my lighting. It shows.
I think it's 26.4.
I'm glad I don't believe that because on my phone it says 33. I know it's backwards, but
it's even worse on the phone. But yes, magic healing goo. Yeah, that's
magic
the other thing,
healing
right? Like,
goo.
there's so many cool. Like, if you fall and break your leg, like that's fine. I'm just gonna drink the magic goo. Like,
right.
It's all good.
Just like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just started.
Just drink the metallic slime. Definitely nothing bad is ever gonna happen doing that.
Right. Okay, next question, which is from Johnny. And Johnny says, "What's your favourite video game soundtrack?"
Ooh, soundtrack. I mean, I'll give another answer because it's I love it, but Fable soundtrack is fantastic. But no, the one I tend to go to, especially if I'm doing art, I don't know why, something about sitting with a sketchbook and a biro pen, I lock the fuck in to the Long Dark soundtrack, which is like, if you guys don't know the Long Dark, you're basically stranded in the it's either Canadian wilderness or Alaskan wilderness. I don't remember where, but like everything's covered in snow and it's a blizzard and it's just like a cold survival game. And that music has that kind of vibe of being lonely, but also kind of just vibing and living your life. So it's got that kind of eerie vibe to it. And there's something about this like sad violin that it just gets me in the right headspace when I'm trying to do artwork and stuff. So yeah. If you don't know the Long Dark soundtrack, go check it out. You'll know what I mean immediately. Like from the offset, it's just violin start, and it's like, oh, I feel confident.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for that raid, Airy. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for the shout out there, Johnny. Yeah, guys, if you're following Airy, please make sure to go give them a follow. Absolutely awesome peoples. Absolutely love sitting in and watching the streams. Absolutely great stuff. My name is Gaming Kits. Right now we are doing our talk time, where we have a guest on, which we have got MaddMilliner on with us right now, and we are asking questions from the community. If you would like to ask any questions, you're more than welcome to just please hit that highlight my message button, and you're more than welcome to ask any questions related to gaming or streaming. So, and my brain just stopped working for a second. 1 second.
A reboot.
1 second. They reboot. So, I hope you all enjoy. Also, I'm a variety streamer. I do play a lot of games and stuff when I'm not having to fight with companies to send me the stuff that they owe me. So, I'm hopefully trying to get back to streaming soon. But, hope you all had a fantastic day and hope you had a fantastic stream with Airy. I'm having a meh brain day, so I brought the pumpkins over here to see some of my favourite peoples. Well, absolutely appreciated, Airy. I hope that you feel better soon. I absolutely understand the brain goblins.
Yeah, I hope you get good chills.
Course. So we was just talking about game soundtracks from Johnny's question, and I think we just finished talking about that, didn't we, before the raid? Or were you still talking about it? I can't remember.
Oh, I was still talking about it, but only in the sense that I waffle. But yeah, I'd answered it. I just kept going.
It's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, so the next question, which is from myself. If you could live in any video game world, gaining all of the protagonist's skills, what game would you live in and why?
Gaining the skills is an interesting twist on that question, actually.
Yeah, because, like, you've got all these different characters that you play in all these different games, and you know, like there's so many different skills you can choose.
I'm like looking at my Steam list now, like scrolling through some games, like what have I got? Like, because a lot of the games I do play are like just basic, like you just live as a normal human being doing normal human things, and like I already left that, so that would be pretty boring. Um, it'd be pretty fun to be Krieg from Borderlands. I always loved
Ooh.
playing him. Like when like my friend Life and I were playing through the Borderlands series, and
Mm.
when I was playing him, like doing the psycho stuff, and it will just be like, I'm gonna pop my out and then run around going, I'm gonna kill everything. Like that was just some of the most fun I've ever had. So I think, yeah, I'd like to be Krieg actually. That'd be pretty good.
God, that sounds absolutely fantastic. I mean, for me, if it were me in that situation, it would be. See, I normally say Final Fantasy 14 because I'd be myself pretty much because I'd be my Lalafell.
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you for the follow. Follow are anonymous, so thank you for following. And welcome to the Chaos Bros, and thank you for becoming a Chaos Cake. I really need to write this stuff down so I can actually say this out properly without my brain getting brained. But then if I did that, we wouldn't be called the Chaos Bros because everything is chaos over here.
It's like I always tell myself I need to like write down my intro and my outro, and then I don't, and then my mouth takes over, and it says the same thing every time, but my brain is like, that wasn't really what I wanted to say, but I'm gonna roll with it, and now it's just become canon now.
Right, and that's what it is for me. Like because I say to myself, right, I want to do it this way, but then I'm like, do you know what it's like? If I do it that way, then I'm not really doing it my way. It's like, because I'm all about chaos. I'm all about everything just not going as planned, and
Yeah.
and that's what I like about my stuff, because nothing's ever planned. I never plan anything in advance, because if I plan anything in advance, everything just goes topsy-turvy. So I just go with it and be like, right, okay, everything's going to be good.
You plan everything breaking and being like all over the place as part of your theming, so when it does inevitably go wrong, it's like, yeah, that was planned.
Planned, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, next question, which is from Johnny Rebeck. What game have you put the most hours into?
Definitely The Sims. I have over 1,000 hours in The Sims. I haven't played in a while for reasons, but I did
because it's
just
The Sims.
tip over. Yeah, but I did just tip over 1,000 hours before I stopped playing it. Otherwise, I'm upset to admit how many hours I have at Apex. Apex Legends.
Look, if it's a game you enjoy, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Again, it's another one that I stopped playing a while ago because EA, but I have, according to Steam, 920 hours in that one.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't have like anywhere near as many hours as I thought I would have on Left 4 Dead though. Like, I have 158 hours on Left 4 Dead 2, but to be fair, I also played it on Xbox for a lot of years beforehand. So I guess if you add the Xbox hours onto that would probably be closer to 300 hours. But yeah, definitely Apex and
Sims.
Many of my
Totally,
hours of my life.
totally fair. And yes, I agree, Johnny. Yeah, stop being stinking, taking all of Matt's games. Okay.
Yeah, leave us alone.
The next question is from Amethyst May. I think is it Amethyst May? Yeah, it's Amethyst May.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I could tell because of the thing. Because obviously it's in streamer mode, so I can't see all the names fully.
Yeah.
But Amethyst says, what's a project or idea you would love to be able to bring to stream?
I wish I could do more outside streaming, like IRL streaming, like going out into the garden and doing like little like tea parties or like gardening sessions and stuff like that, or like just something that would get me outside, but also still being able to do stream stuff. I don't know what I would want to do exactly, even if it's just like we go and knit outside, but we like.
You can always do a barbecue cooking stream.
Oh, I hate cooking. I hate cooking so much. If I could
tried,
avoid
guys.
cooking and having food ever in my life, I would. So trust me, you don't want to see me cook. It would take me 4 hours to like put a frozen pizza in the oven.
That's totally fair, to be honest.
But yeah, no, if I had like some kind of like portable setup, it would be neat to just like go places.
Gosh, I totally get it. I mean, like, you can always use your phone and do it that way. I've done that before now. wasn't good because I was on an old phone and my phone decided it wanted to try almost blow up when I did it. But you know,
Yeah.
like I said, it was an old phone, so I stopped doing that stuff. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, okay, I'm just not going to do that for now.
I mean, I'm thinking of buying myself a tablet if I can add all my OBS. I don't know if you can add OBS to a tablet, but if I can, then
You can actually. There is an app.
maybe I
There
can
is.
start streaming from that.
Well, I don't think it's OBS, but I know you can get Streamlabs OBS on like your tablet or your phone and stuff. I'm not sure if you can get OBS itself. That one you probably have to Google or YouTube and see if it's possible. You know. But I do know you can get slobs because I've used slobs before on my old tablet. Because before I got my PC, believe it or not, I was actually playing my trucking on a tablet, even though it's not compatible with a tablet.
Still managed to make it work.
I still made
Anything
it work.
for trucks.
Anything on my trucking. And it's one of those things that you just do. You just figure things out. Because I was using a platform called GeForce Now, where it let me stream my games to any device that I had in my house. You know what I mean? So there were some workarounds, and I still managed to do it. So I'm
like
happy.
I know of, I've seen like D2, and he does his IRL paranormal streams, and he'll go like halfway across the country, just have his computer running back at home, and he'll stream from the other side of the country, and as long as his PC's on, he can do it. And I'm like, it would be so neat to just kind of do like I love to write, like when I'm doing my writing stuff, I love to write in my journal, like do it physically. It would be so neat to be that like little like nerdy like academia style person that goes out with like the whimsy outfit and goes and sits underneath a tree, the ankles crossed with the book, doing like the writing, but like bring y'all with me. That would be so cool. Just go hang out somewhere in a nice little park and be like, let's look at the birds and their trees and forget that behind me is a main road.
Forget that behind you everything's going off.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate me down, by the way, for this next question.
Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah, so this one's from myself. I said, with you going through all the Fable games, is there any other games that are like Fable you enjoy playing?
I guess the question for that would be, could you give any examples of other games that would be considered like that?
Well, I mean, Fable's like what? Semi-open world?
Yeah, like it's got like story bits, but you can also do side stuff, right? So it's like...
Yeah. So I mean, it's like semi-open world, RPG. I don't know what other categories it's got.
I don't really know if I've played many, to be honest with you. I think if I could get into something, I would try. I feel like I would really enjoy that kind of world if I enjoyed Fable stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I've really ever played that many games like Fable. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's like the one game of that vibe that like I always go back to. But yeah, I don't. That's a really hard one actually.
I'm good at doing hard questions. I'm sorry.
And I think we're just like, you're gonna hate me for this because the question is, it's not about Fable. You have to give a different answer.
I bet as soon as you heard me say Fable, like, oh crap, it's put me in the corner here. What am I gonna do? Okay, next question, which is from Johnny Rebeck. What's your favourite video you've ever made?
Favorite video? Oh, that's interesting. I could tell you what my favorite series was that I was doing. I don't know if I could give a specific video, and it sucks because we're going back to the whole EA is stinky thing, but my favorite thing that I think I was doing ever, the one I was most excited about was when I was doing my Banished Sims crossover, where I'd play Banished and it would just be like I'd build a city and they'll just give like the most chaotic names to the people in that world. Like one I had called them Emo Genesis, and it was like, this is fantastic. Like I wanna see if I can recreate this in The Sims, and it would be like, okay, so I had my series with Kanda and she became a herbalist in Banished, and I was like, well, we have the herbalism skill and we have small businesses, we can make remedies. Cool, I'm gonna do that and turn that into something in The Sims. So I think doing that was really fun. Like two of my favorite games and mashing them up. But EA. boo
Yeah,
to them
boo.
for all of the reasons, because then I felt like I couldn't play the series, which
Cause
I was a lot more sad about than I thought I would. But like that series was great. Um, as for individual episode, I don't know an individual video. That's a really hard question. Like
especially when it's like, what's a video, it's a very difficult one to pinpoint one that you really enjoy. See, for me, I'd probably say my favourite video was probably the very first episode of Talk Time, and the reason for that is because, that's when I started doing this, and we're on episode 6 now, which is absolutely amazing, and I've had so many different people, all answering very similar questions, because they all. Yeah, sometimes you get the same question, which is great, and it's great to see what other people think of those exact same questions as well. But as well as they also get asked different questions, and it's really cool to see how everyone reacts. I will say though, one thing I've noticed everybody does is whenever a question goes, oh my god, this is hard. This is an hard question, because I have noticed a lot of our communities don't pull any punches. They literally just dive straight in, like, right, this is the question, and this is what you're gonna answer.
Yeah,
I love it. So I want to thank
that's the thing with like
all the communities that have participated in all this. It's a big thank you, because we won't be here without you lot. So we won't be able to talk and do these questions. Okay, next question, which is from Johnny. What's your favourite thing you've built in Minecraft?
Favorite thing I've built in Minecraft. Okay, it has to be the railway that I did. I was part of a Minecraft server with the Doinklings. Shout out my Doinklings if anyone's around. But when I first got into Twitch, Grim Suru Doi, who was one of the sim gurus, was doing crossword streams of all things randomly, and I met Life, Mitchin, met all of those guys. And he made a Minecraft server for like the Sims fans that were there for crosswords, that were all kind of like my people, and some people wanted, and there was like in this big server, everyone wanted to go to the Badlands, and nobody wanted to go and defeat the dragon to get the like Elytra. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build a railway track, and it was like 4,000 to 5,000 blocks away. It wasn't close, and I'm like, I'm just gonna dig this out in a straight line, and that was all I did. To the server was like, I get my prismarine, I put that in here, and steps everywhere, and hey look, it's a glass window into this ocean over here, and like, I was just, nobody ever saw me on that server. So I was having a great time.
Oh gosh.
Like
Sounds
it looks
like
really pretty, because like it's got like the dark prismarine is like that really like dark like bluish turquoisey color, and like there's a lot of like crimson wood, so it's like that deep kind of cherry red sort of vibe. Like it looked really pretty, and like you had like all these glass windows and lava pools. So that was definitely fun.
That's good. Anyways, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to move my stream stuff on the opposite side. So I'm looking at you this way. So I'm actually looking at my camera, because I've noticed that like most of the time I've been looking over on that side of my screen instead of this side of my screen. So we're going to do it this way. So I do apologise, guys. Okay, next question, which is from the wonderful Dr. Irish Dragon, which we had on for the last episode of Talk Time. What game character would you like to kiss, and which character would you like to punch?
Oh, a punch. The second you said the word punch, I had a face in. Short little bold king, Mr. Guildmaster from Fable. I'm stood right next to you. You have a quest card on the table. I fucking know. I hate that man so much. He would be like, I would more than punch him. You would have to tear me off. And then I did punch him, and then he died. So.
Okay, so which one would you like to kiss then?
I think it's got to be Ellis. Ellis from Left 4 Dead 2. He's such a sweetie. Like, he's so cute.
That's totally fair then.
Like he does this little like I'm not very good at like reproducing it, but in the opening like cinematic of the game, he does this thing where he kind of like he looks down and like just kind of looks up with a little smile like thank you. Like okay, hi. Like yeah, Ellis is great. He's like I would die for that man. He's so sweet.
That's totally understandable. Okay, next question, which is from me. Yes, do you remember this? Okay, next question, which is from myself. Which game has the best weapons? And I put in brackets. This could be melee, ranged, or anything that has any kind of weapon. And I put in big letters. It could even be a stick.
I couldn't even think. I remember reading that and being like, yeah, that's cool. Um, I think although the powers themselves are kind of like borderline basic, I love the mechanic of it. I think the high pose in Bioshock was sick. Like having to like use like you harvest the Eve and the Adam that to buy the different like powers you get, and then you like stab yourself with this syringe with this hypo, and then like suddenly you can summon bees from your hand. Like that would be so neat. Like I know a lot of the spells is just like there's fire and there's look everything's on like covered in ice now, but like it's still very cool. Like having the telekinesis and stuff just by being like obviously I wouldn't actually harvest a child for their powers to be able to buy these things.
No, but if you're in fair, but you'll
game,
definitely kick them a few times.
maybe the occasional fart, you know. Just...
Sorry, I just had to poke that one in there.
Yeah.
I do apologise.
Yeah, I was pulling those clips out the other day for some shorts, and I was like absolutely cackling the amount of times I was just like hitting children. It was bad. But yeah, no, the bees was always one of my favorites. I don't like bees. Like they're very very cute and they have a great purpose in life, but I'm terrified of them. But like
that's understandable.
Being able to like buy this hypo and then suddenly bees, it's just cool.
It sounds fun. Okay, next question, which is from myself. We have got 3 more questions left with these ones. So this one is from myself. If you could only stream one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I think the obvious answer here would be Fable, just because there's so many different ways you can play it. Like, it's just because it's like, I mean, if I was ever into another game, like if I've seen like a lot of people play Final Fantasy a lot, because it's one of those games where you can just be so many different types of characters. That I think like a game like Fable or like a franchise like Fable would be like, you could do like a complete like true neutral run, or you can be like, I'm gonna be an asshole today, or you know, you can do the side quests, you can just go off and you could just grind if you wanted and just go and buy all the stuff, like, and it never gets old starting from scratch and then being like, okay, cool, now I have to grind and start all over.
Yeah,
like
I totally
it's
get
such
that
a
one.
Fun process. I would play that one over and over, I think.
That's absolutely fair, to be honest. Okay, my next question. If you could go into the future and see yourself, what advice would you give to yourself about your streaming/gaming career?
Oh, this is hard because I don't believe this. If I tell my past self and my current self this, it would be that people wouldn't show up for the things that I make if they didn't like it, which means I have something to give. Oh, it's so hard to say this out loud and I believe it, but like I have such a hard time, especially when I'm doing like collabs and stuff, or like being like, I get to the end of it and I'm like, something in my brain just goes, nobody enjoyed that, they won't invite you back next time, even though people are literally messaging me going like, this was amazing, please play that again, like we'll have you, thank you for having us, and I'm like, everyone's telling me they're having a great time, and I'm but nobody wants to be like you guys. Like, you show up all the time, and like I have so many like people around me that are just like such good support that I'm like, I think I would want my youngest just keep going, because people care, people are watching it and showing up for you, and even if they don't like what you play, they're staying here for you, and just be like, I am good enough. Yay, my old therapist would be so proud of me.
Which you are, you know, like, you know, we're always coming back and seeing you and being like, oi, come and join us, come play this with us, come and do this.
Yeah.
You know, because you're an absolute delight to be around, and we all love you to bits. And if we didn't love you to bits, you'd know, because we won't be there. It's that simple. But we're always there.
I appreciate you. I made it a goal this year. I always do, like, instead of doing resolutions of being like, this year I'm gonna do this and whatever, I do things I'm gonna leave behind in the year before, And one of the things I wrote down, which I'm pleased to say I'm getting a lot better at, is I'm leaving behind the notion that nobody wants to be around me. And then that's like my way of like, so I don't like cut into a corner and cry after a collab. Sort of thing. And I'm like, I've not done that this year yet. I mean, I've cried after stream for a different reason, but in terms of the collab, I'm like, you guys are amazing, and I'm starting to believe that people actually care. And
yes, as Johnny said, yes, we love you, and you're stuck with us. There's no you're not getting rid of us anytime soon.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Exactly. I run the show. Don't know, joking. Right, final question in the Discord. So if anybody would like to put any questions in chat, they're more than welcome to. Remember to highlight it so we can see it, and so we know it's a question. But the final question in the Discord is from Johnny Rebeck, and Johnny says, "Are there any video games related?" Sorry, I said that way too fast, and my brain just brained. Are there any video game related tattoos you want?
Oh girl, how long have you got? I mean, am I gonna be able to show this on stream? I have one already. This is gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try. So I have a BioShock one already, which is
Oh, that's cool.
It says "Will you kindly," and it's like got a Big Daddy on the front of it. Like I love this piece anyway, but like I want this to be like a gaming sleeve. So I want a Fable Demon Door because it's me. If I didn't get something Fable related, who am I? So I thought like a Demon Door would be cool.
You should get Nadine on the other arm just for poet.
just like a little Nadine, like right on the elbow or something, like
Yeah.
cover that awkward spot, like yes, Daddy. But yeah, no, like this. From a lot of the games that I've streamed that have like stuck with me, there's always like one image that I really want to keep, like Moth Spot from Silence when he's at that beautiful like blue moth would be gorgeous. And when we played Guilt, there was that room with like all the projectors. It was like mannequins with projector heads that kind of looked almost like those like really old school like steampunk like astronaut helmets, kind of that sort of like vibe to it. Those would be very cool to get something like that.
It really sounds like it, because you've probably seen mine show up on stream. I mean, I got some really rubbish ones that just don't look any good at all, because people decided they just wanted to experiment with a tattoo gun, and I was like, fuck it, just try it with me, I don't care. And
why not, right?
made a mess of my arms and stuff, so they look great. But if I did end up going for something, I'd probably do something similar, do like a full sleeve of all my favourite games, have like a truck or something going down my arm or something, some fun stuff, that's how it is, isn't it? Okay, next question. Final, the question in chat from Small Poet. Are there any games you wish you could rewrite? Sorry, I had to look at that for a second, then brain just didn't brain. Are there any games you would wish to rewrite, or you could rewrite, and what would you add or remove?
That's interesting. I don't know. Get me in my fanfic era when I started writing fanfics about games, and then find out what scene stuff changing.
Whilst you're doing that, I will say that there is one thing I would definitely rewrite, and that's the Dawn Trail story line in Final Fantasy XIV, because that one was one of the most confusing stories in the Final Fantasy XIV game franchise, because the way that they did it, or the way that it ended, is by the time you finished it, you'd gone through 4 different final bosses, and you're just like, well, who the freak is the actual boss of the game? Well, of the DLC, you know what I mean? So it was just so confusing, But yeah, we already know what Poet rewrite and add.
Yeah. Basically, just like ship. I think
Claudine.
it's really hard to think.
It would
of
be
something,
Claudine.
but
It's that simple.
Yeah,
Claudine.
100%. Claudine. Yeah.
That's simple, Claudine. Don't need to say anything else about that. It's just Claudine.
As a panic dancer, because I'm like struggling to remember what video games are, I was scrolling through my list and I saw Chasmophia, and I think the one thing I was disappointed in with that game really was the way that it just kind of ended. Like, it felt almost like there was something missing, and for a moment I thought it was actually broken. But like, for there to be such a build up and have this massive final fight, and then we didn't even get to see like the final energy beam, and then suddenly it's just okay, cool. Like everybody's in the room now, like everyone's coming back in, and like it's just over now. And I was like, oh, so I didn't get to like see the enemy fall and like get like a final like I am big boss, I give death throes now moment. Like it was just kind of like I was fighting for my life for 3 hours, and then it was just like okay, cool, and there's the final cutscene and we're done. Like for a game that I spent so many hours in, that would be my one thing. Is just it just kind of was done. Like a little bit extra care over that feel. Like,
Yeah.
that last bit would be. Yeah, because that's like it would feel disappointing, and like I spent a long time in that game. Like if I ever quit, I'm just gonna click on it real fast. I have 15 hours in that game, which considering a lot of games you get like 3 or 4 hours maybe, and then you're done. That's a lot of time. You did a lot of streams on that game. For it to just be like, I wanted it to be like this hero moment that we spent hours on this really difficult boss fight, and then we'd all get to celebrate, and then it just kind of cut. And that was a bit of a okay. Oh, was that it? Kind of moment.
That's totally understandable. That you get that with some games like what game was that I've played once? I think it was like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint or something, and ending it, I was like, oh, okay then, that was that. Fair enough then, you know, as you do. But yeah, really crazy. Right, before we end, I have got a question for you. Or I did have a question. I don't know if it's still there, but I have got a question for you. All right. As a streamer and a content creator, what advice would you give to anybody who's wanting to get started streaming or creating YouTube videos or doing some sort of content themed thing?
It's hard because this is what I did, and it's how I got started, and it's how I fell in love with it, even though it's not helping me grow. Is do what you love rather than what you want people to see. Because I feel like a lot of the time, because we think like, well, content's only successful if other people are watching it and I'm getting lots of numbers on it, you start getting into this like bad habit of just being like, I'm just going to play what I think they want to watch, and then it's not as entertaining because you're not. And it was like the reason I started with Sims is because I loved The Sims so much. The first thing I ever streamed was either Left 4 Dead or The Long Dark, because those were the games that I loved at the time, and I still kind of try and stay true to that, of being like, I'm gonna keep playing the things that I love, and sometimes I'll be like, hey, this game is really popular, I haven't played it yet, wasn't intending to play it, but for some reason it's got a resurgence, people are watching it, and I was gonna play it at some point, I might as well. But for the most part, definitely, especially if you're just starting and you're like, I don't know what people are gonna want to watch. If you just like straight away go into something that you don't love inherently, I think you're just gonna immediately hate it.
Yeah. Which I understand
like,
that. I absolutely understand that.
It's sort of like, it's like a weird reference, but it's almost like the way I think of it sometimes is like in The Sims, when your Sim's in a bad mood and something like you go fishing or something, they're in a bad mood, come up with a pop-up of, does your Sim dislike fishing? And then if you click yes, you then hate fishing for, like, if you do something and you start off bad, you're just going to hate it forever. And if you want to love making content, start with something that's going to make you feel good doing it.
Exactly. And you know, and I can agree with that. You know, when it comes to streaming, you know, if you want to get started, don't feel pressured to play just a single game that somebody's like, oh, you should just play Fortnite, or oh, you should just play this. You know, play what makes you happy. If it's something you enjoy playing, play it. You know, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. If you enjoy playing that, as long as it's not breaking TOS, you know, just play it as much as you want. Honestly, it's an absolutely amazing and awesome way to do stuff. You know, And thank you for that, Johnny. Yeah, guys, if you are not
Being the absolute VIP and
following
getting all of my different YouTube plays.
yeah, if you're not following Mads on her YouTube, I do apologise, on the YouTube,
Okay.
please make sure to click on those links.
There's one more, I'm sorry.
Wait, there's one more. Well, hurry up. You know, we're on time, Maria. I'm joking.
I think it's Milliner Crafts, I think, because I was trying to make like a fun sounding like Minecraft sounding name, but like Madcrafts didn't have the right ring to it, so I'm like Milliner Crafts, because milliner is hat making, and that's already a craft, so crafting craft. Thank you, Johnny.
There you go. Thank you so much, Johnny. Yeah, guys, if you are following any of those YouTube, please make sure to do that. And subscribe and enjoy the content and the laughs that Mads brings to us. Honestly, absolutely amazing person. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Mads. I've honestly enjoyed it, as I always do.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Like, when you asked, I was like, I'm not gonna be like cool enough with this kind of thing, but I'm like, if you want me there, I'm gonna be there. And now I'm like, I feel honored to be here. Like, this is very cool. Like, the thing that you do here, I think is awesome. Like, having this like good chat with people. Like, we were talking about this beforehand of like just getting to know people that are in like the same kind of, like, for want of a better term, like field. Like, we're colleagues technically, but we're also friends, and we get to find out about you.
Yeah.
Similar questions, but lots of different answers, and I think it's a very cool thing. So.
And guys, before I forget, because my brain will forget, you know, if you want to catch this episode later on, just for something to put on in the background to listen to, that my YouTube is there. You're more than welcome to hit subscribe to that, and you can catch all the previous episodes as well as this one when it goes live later on today. Which is an absolutely awesome thing, because I sometimes just find myself just sitting and just watching them sometimes. Yeah, honestly, I do. I'll just sit there, I'll just stick them on for background noise while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest. Sometimes it's good to just like listen to people talking. It's like so soothing, especially when they're like people that you know. Like,
yeah.
I have you guys' streams up all the time, and I'm just like living my life. I'm just like, I want to listen to my friend chat about.
Oh, I do that. Because obviously, as you can see, my TV. I'm trying to point my finger the right direction. My TV's there, right? And obviously my sofa's there, so what I'll do is I have my phone I have my phone on side of me with somebody streaming, whether it be ours, whether it be Johnny's, whether it be Dragons, whether it be Mads. You have never mind. I just said you know, poets or whoever's, and I'll be sat gaming with friends and doing all sorts of stuff, and they're like, "Who are you watching?" "I'm watching this person." "All right," And there's been plenty of times it's like when I'm like doing a co-stream with Johnny, or getting together with everybody and stuff, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing a stream with everyone like Johnny," and it's like, "Oh, I like Johnny." It's like, "Oh," obviously, because it does pop in and sneak into streams sometimes when he's working, when he's not supposed to, but it comes and sneaks into streams and comes and watches whilst I'm streaming or whilst Johnny's streaming or whatever. It's great, love it, but. It's the people that you meet and it's the journey that you take, which is an absolutely amazing feeling. Okay, guys. With that, we don't go on too long, because I like to try and keep it between about an hour and a half for these episodes. So what we're going to do is we are going to go find somebody to raid, whether it's somebody that we know, or if it's somebody new. I don't know, it depends on who shows up, I guess. If anybody does have any suggestions, they're welcome to do that. And what we'll do is we'll go find somebody to raid, and we'll go send you all over there so you've got somebody to watch afterwards. And I just want to say thank you all so much for being here, for all the people that's asked the questions. You're all absolutely amazing. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you. And Mads, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and thank you guys for the questions. It was very cool.
It really is. I absolutely appreciate everything that everybody's done. So thank you all so much. And we are going to be searching for our next guest soon, and you'll find out who it is if you're in my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, or if you want to be in my Discord, that is the link there. See, this is why I don't plan anything, because I just do things and it makes sense for chaos. Speaking
I do
of,
have a potential suggestion for a raid if you'd like one.
sure.
One of my best friends, my moderators, and somebody who asked a question today, Hey Amethyst May, is online still doing Tales of the Shire.
Still going. Ooh, sure.
Yeah.
Could you? I don't know. I should be able to do it. No, she should have been on my raid list. Thank you, Johnny. My brain just didn't brain. That's all. Never does. Gotta do it this way. /read. There we got it, look. There we go, guys. Yeah, so we're going to go head over to Hey Amethyst May. So if you are a subscriber, you can use these to raid in with, and if you are a follower, you can use these, and we can go send our love over to Amethyst May and Tiara's love. My brain's just not braining like always.
That thing when you've been talking for a while and your brain just goes, what even are words anymore?
Right, words just never happen. I hope you both have a great evening and the heat calms down. Oh, it should. It's feeling a bit cool, and hopefully my fan wasn't too loud in the mic. You know, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I was worried mine was going to be loud as well,
Yeah.
but no one said anything. So
Yeah, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, at least. Touch wood. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. We are gonna head on out and send you all over to May and Sarah. Send all your love there. Love you all. Thank you all so much. Bye.
Bye.